Database is definitely everywhere these days, right? You want to retrieve information effectively, you have to build a database. For example, they would say, I would like to build an accounting system. And in this way, you would have data feeding into a database and then making sure the accounting process is executed and the information can be quickly retrieved and reported out. So that's what a database is for. You have tables we also call this entities, to store information. So with the requirement, you have to come with data analysis. Database is really not just about the database, it's really about the data, how to store the data and how to retrieve the data, how to make the data useful. So in this case, you have business analysts to understand the requirements, to understand the business flow, and you also have data modelers who's going to model the data, which means they are going to build logical model, which is in business terms. Okay, this is the table that stores party information, which are banks, custodies, also other financial institutions that could purchase this kind of security, right? That's in one table. You also have another table that have to do with different transactions. And you definitely have many entities that have relationships for them. The role of the data modeler is to translate the business requirement into data flows. How would the data go into different tables and being retrieved? And to make sure that we also have a phishing model, means we don't store duplicate data, right? You may have heard about this normalization of data. And you also have database administrators or developers to make sure that you have procedures written to insert this data into the tables. So certainly from the project planning perspective, there's scheduled releases. For example, in 2018, we have quarterly releases, which means we release every quarter, about 3 months. And some of these are driven by business requirements. Actually, that's a key reason why we have to do a release. Business requirement would drive the budget. Okay, they would say, we would like to have this new feature in the system. I would like to be able to handle a new instrument type. Second reason would be bug fixes, right? You have some existing production issues. You don't want to go to production, just go ahead and fix those. You have to go through some kind of software development and testing cycle to get this in. We also have maintenance release, means that, okay, now my database requires an upgrade. Now we're moving to 12C version from 11G. That's the reason. Your vendor software could also be going through an application release. For example, one of the software we're using it's releasing 6.3 version, and we're currently on 6.1. So in August, we actually have an application release. Because of this release, we want to make sure the application has minimal impact. It would still work as it's supposed to at current state. So you have to go through installation, testing, before it can be rolled out to production, right? So these are the main reasons why we have releases. Absolutely. Actually, the accounting system that I'm supporting right now, we help build this system. It has 2 parts. One part is not real time. One part is called batch processing. We process at the end of the day after market closes. And consumers definitely want to see real-time data. They don't want to wait until the end of the day to look at the data. So that's why it's certainly a trend that they want to see this. It's really the industry trend that's going with real-time data. These days, technology are really enriching people's life, right? And helping people with lots of convenience and providing lots of easy ways to improve lifestyle. Imagine many years ago you have to call a travel agency to buy an airline ticket. Nowadays you just log on and you can also go through different competitors to get the best price, right? Same thing with Google Maps as well. So I'm not good in remembering routes, so I rely on GPS when I have to walk or when I have to drive to a new place. So that has provided a lot of convenience. And the voice control also helps, right? For example, you can just put in your destination. You can speak to the phone and then give the destination instead of typing, because especially when you're driving, last minute you have to go somewhere. It's difficult to do. So all of these are really changing people's lives.